All right, how we're gonna do clap sync is gonna do 3, 2, 1, and then clap. So like the tempo is 3,
Okay.
2, 1.
Boom. That was pretty good.
All
We were
right,
right
so
on
now
the
let's do our
money.
clap sync.
What was that? Not the
Oh,
clap
that
sync?
was just me telling you what the clap sync was gonna be.
Did you not do it as well?
I mean, not good enough. Let's just do one more clap sync.
Damn.
All right,
Okay. Whatever
3,
you say.
2, 1.
Boom. I couldn't even hear your clap because my clap was so on sync.
All right. Welcome to the Uncultured Opinions podcast, the special quarantine episode. Woo!
Woo. Oh, I lost you. Oh, no,
Yeah.
you're still there? Okay, it cut out for a second, but we're good. Just
Yeah,
keep
this is
going.
gonna be real.
Pretend
This is
it
gonna be
didn't
really
happen.
rocky because we're on Discord because of quarantine, and Sam's not here because he's. I
A loser,
can't
and he
describe
refused-
what
he
is
ref-
going on with Sam, but yeah, he's not here at the moment. So
That makes you sound like he's in prison or something.
isn't he though?
You could easily just say he doesn't have his
Oh
laptop.
yeah, he doesn't have his laptop, but
Or he
yeah, but
just
that
does- he
adds
just
more like
doesn't have his
mystery to
computer
it.
with him.
Like he's like a covert, like special agent or something now.
Not
Yeah.
really. But whatever
He's
you
like
wanna,
James Bond.
Whatever you want to think, bud. I don't know about all that.
All right, but yeah, welcome to the episode. We're recording on Discord, so things are gonna be a little rocky, but we got tired of.
If it goes well,
We
can
could
keep
do it
doing this.
weekly if we get good feedback. It'll just be me and Ethan for a while, but yeah, just tell us how you enjoy it, and we'll actually set up because we didn't set anything up this time. We just have a couple things we want to talk about, but if it becomes more regular, we'll start actually putting effort into it. So this episode is sponsored by patreon.com/theunculturedopinions.
Do we still have patrons?
I
that
think
haven't all
Darren's
backed out
still
by
a
now?
patron. Yeah, Darren's definitely still a patron. He's our only patron.
Let me look.
Yeah,
He's
I
the
don't think
only
Josh is a patron anymore.
I don't blame.
Yeah,
We haven't put
I don't
anything
blame
out in a couple
anybody.
weeks. It's been a while. We haven't
Did you listen?
been able to.
Did you listen to my special
me
Doom
look.
episode? What'd
I
you
did
think?
actually. I liked it. Yeah, there's only one patron, and it must be Darren. I liked it. It was a good. It's weird, a single person episode, but
Yeah, I really tried to carry the conversation
dude.
as good as I could.
what do you mean?
Well,
There was
yeah,
no
just to, like
conversation, technically.
make sure there's no dead air and stuff like that. Yeah, speaking of that,
True.
I put up a Doom episode to kind of like quell the thirst. I'm dyslexic.
Quirch.
But if I'm thinking about doing more of those. So if I beat more games, I might do little 30-minute reviews on the podcast feed. So tell us how you like those.
Are you and me gonna start
I
Twitch
hope
streaming
so.
together,
That'd
bro?
be pretty lit.
We can play some Halo. I don't know what other games we have together, but we can
I'm down for
find
that.
something.
So check out Porkchop118 YT on Twitch, and we'll probably be streaming something eventually if you want to look out for that. That should be all the stuff we have to plug.
Do you want to do tomorrow night? You want to try and Twitch something tomorrow night? I don't have shit going on.
I think so. I think Ryan might come over, but I think I still can. Yeah, that's fine. That should be fine. I'll let you know.
All right. Well, if you do, then we'll
All right,
see if I can
sounds
figure
good.
it out.
Look how we're making plans on the podcast.
Lit. It's fine. No
Yeah,
one's gonna
true.
listen to this anyway.
Do you have anything to talk about before our main topic? Do you have news or anything? I mean,
I don't have news because you literally texted me yesterday and said, "Hey, you want to try to do a pod on Discord?" No. I mean, what have you been watching over quarantine? Like, what have you binged anything?
I want to soon. There is a couple things I've watched. I watched.
What do you mean? What have you been doing?
I've
Have
actually
you
been
not
playing a
watched
lot more
anything?
games than usual. I've also been sleeping a lot more than usual. It's like, it's fun to say like, oh, it's quarantine, I have more time, but neither of us have more time because we work from home. So it's like,
Yeah, and I have less
Yeah.
time technically because I've been going into my other job more, but like it doesn't feel like I go to work because I literally roll out of bed
Yeah,
and then
true.
start working. I don't have to get up and go
Yeah,
anywhere.
so it's like
But no, I've gotten a lot more. I'm less tired.
I think I'm more
if that makes
tired.
sense. Like usually, really, I'm less tired because usually when I get off of work, I usually come home and lay down for like an hour just because I don't feel like doing anything. But now, I like when I clock out, I get up and go do stuff. Like I get up and clean, or I take the dog out, or I go to work after work. But like I'm more productive working from home. I'm more productive at home. I think I'm less productive at work.
I've been a little bit better. Like the first week, I was like, dude, I don't want to do this because I'm not gonna like mentally prepare myself. But I feel like I've actually put in more work than I normally would. Like I finished, without getting specifics, I finished one of my things like way quicker today than I normally would have, and it's still of high quality. So I was pretty happy.
See, I think I was the opposite. First 2 weeks I killed it. I got a shit ton done, and then I slowed down. Not like a lot, but like I was definitely less productive than I was the first 2 weeks, and then I picked it up again back this week. It's just hard to get into a rhythm.
I feel that. There are a few things I.
So what did you? So I was just gonna ask you what you watched, but that's what you were.
Let me look through my Voodoo list because for some reason
watch?
I can't remember on the top of my head, but
I don't remember exactly what I watched either. But like, well, while you're looking at that, last Tuesday I believe it was, I started All American on Netflix, and I finished it last night. Like, there's 32 episodes, 32 hour-long episodes, and I finished it in a little over a week. Man, that show is fucking good. I watched it because I guess season 2 just came out, and it was like it's on the CW. And I really didn't think I'd like it. I just saw a couple people talking about it, and I didn't have anything to watch. So I was like, let me throw on an episode because I saw some memes about it. So I was like, let me throw on an episode just to see what it's about, and like I was fucking hooked. Clearly because I binged it, and now season 3 doesn't even have a release date on the CW yet, and
Dang.
I'm really upset because it leaves off. Each episode has a huge cliffhanger, so like that's why I didn't stop watching. Like I'd watch 4 or 5 episodes a day. But no, like it's really good. Like I'm not, it's a high school football drama, which is like I'm not sure if I'm like it. Like
Yeah.
I mean I like football, but like I'm not too big on high school dramas. But it's a lot more than I don't know. I didn't think I'd like it, and it's one of my favorite shows.
Dude,
I mean, it's great.
That's really cool.
Really, really good.
Dude, here in the CW reminds me that I need to finish The Flash because I started watching a little bit of season 6. But then I kind of stopped because we don't have cable.
I'm behind on the. I'm behind on the Flash. And
dude,
Arrow,
I'm so behind
like,
on Arrow, but I've been trying to catch up recently. I think because season 6 got cut short a little bit, so when it due to everything. So I think when it goes to Netflix, I'm gonna sit down and binge it because I had only watched up to Crisis on Infinite Earths, and then I didn't watch after that.
Yeah, I didn't watch that far. I'm a couple seasons behind. I'll probably start binging that next.
I do enjoy the Arrowverse.
I just started Ozark. I know I really liked it, but I think I binged it, and I got burnt out on it because I watched it.
I feel it.
Really
I'm
quick.
caught up on the Flash, but
I just started Ozark too. Ozark's pretty good. I'm only 1 episode in, but like my mom and dad and everybody's watching it, so they recommended it to me. But it's pretty good so far. I mean, I'm only 1 episode in, but it's pretty interesting.
I bought a lot of movies on Vudu, on our company Vudu.
I saw that,
especially a lot of the movie at home ones, which I guess we can talk about. I say there's no news, but there's like
I rewatched
5 weeks of this got delayed news. Like
that's true. I mean, I was gonna say we would have had a ton of news to talk about, but like we haven't been able to get together, and of course everyone now knows that all the movies
nothing is
delayed,
happening anymore.
Theaters are shut down. Everything's going to everything that was ready has been gone to either moved forward or gone straight to streaming.
Yeah, Trolls launched on streaming, but
now
but
like some of them went straight. Some of them went straight to Vudu.
Yeah, Scoob is going straight to streaming, but it's gonna be, and by streaming I mean like Vudu. But whereas a lot of the Universal
like some
ones
of those
are like $20 rent. Like Trolls premiered on $20 rent, but Scoob like you can buy it when it premieres in May 15th. I think I'm really hyped for it.
Oh well, that's pretty dope. What else?
There's a few things I watched. I watched 1917 again. Still the best.
I did
Still
too.
the
I
best
watched that one
movie
again.
of
I watched Parasite
2019.
again. I watched The Gentleman
Yeah,
again,
ooh.
which is what we're
I
talking about
wasn't
today.
gonna bring it up yet, but I have so many
Um,
thoughts on The Gentleman.
I started Bloodshot. I didn't get to finish
Bloodshot
it yet,
is because I don't. I can just talk about it real quick because it's not a
pretty
main
good.
topic. Bloodshot is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
And people gave that
People
gave
good.
that movie such a hard time, and I didn't go in thinking it was gonna.
Well, that's because Vin Diesel's a terrible
Yeah,
actor.
yeah.
Like he's legit.
Yeah, Vin
ass.
Diesel's not the best part of the movie,
He plays.
but I didn't go in thinking it was gonna be amazing. But
No, I didn't either. The idea is a really cool
in
concept.
terms of an action movie, really good, 3 or 4 stars. And if you're looking at it as an action movie, because it was a really fun action movie.
Yeah, I'd give it a.
And you haven't even seen the final fight yet. That's kind of what solidified everything.
No, I haven't seen the final fight.
It's
I haven't seen the
crazy,
final fight,
dude.
but like
That's what solidified.
it was
everything
definitely
in my head.
better than what I expected. It was definitely better than what I expected.
Mhm. I watched Charlie's Angels 2019 again for some reason.
Why would you push yourself through that movie?
I was sitting with Ryan and we were kind of watching stuff, and she was like, "All right, I'll watch it." I'm like, "All right." There's still parts I really like about the movie. It's still a fun movie. I still think the cast is really fun. Like,
No.
I think the cast is entertaining. The plot is a little like very loose on a second viewing, and then just like some of the things they shove into it were handled really well, and some of them were not. So it's like it's still a 2.5 stars for me, but it's my second rewatch wasn't bad. You know, it was good. And then I think you watched it. We can do a little bit of a review on it. Onward, that went straight to streaming.
Onward
it was out for a little bit.
Onward
but
was really good. Onward was really good. I really.
I'm like mixed on Onward because on one hand, some of it is better than I was expecting, but on the other hand, it's a lot worse than I was expecting. And by worse, it means like that sounds like a negative connotation. It was good. There was just like it wasn't this big like emotional ride as everyone said it was going to be. And I get it. It's probably certain experiences going through makes it a little bit more emotional, but like I don't know.
Man, my allergies are crazy.
It was definitely like emotional at the end, but it was I was expecting like a tearjerker at the end, and I guess I didn't get that. And I'm still an emotional guy.
Well, do you know the story?
Yeah, I think it was like pretty much real. Like his dad did kind of pass away or something.
Yeah, basically, so like it was brothers who directed it, or co-wrote it rather. But the guy, no, that's incorrect. One guy wrote it, and his brother didn't know that the writing was inspired by their life. So it was basically, I think, if I remember correctly, I could be totally wrong. I believe the younger brother wrote it. Their father passed away when they were young. And then it was about them coming to peace with it, but then also growing up with that. I mean, it's kind of about that relationship that they had together. That's what was it. At least that's what it was inspired by. So, and I don't think his brother found out until the premiere night is when he told him like, "Hey, this was inspired by our experience and everything." It's super interesting. But I think that's why it was emotional for some people because it's more relatable than you would think, I guess. But like if you haven't been in that situation, you don't
I definitely
know.
see
But
it.
like still, I thought it was a really it had potential to be a tearjerker. I think if you relate to it more, it would definitely be a tearjerker. But I mean, it was still really.
I kind of wish they had
really
handled that
it.
last part a little bit more because the concept was.
What was the end again? I don't remember.
I don't want to spoil it on. I'll type it in Discord real quick.
Okay. I don't know how long it's been out.
You can just clear the air real quick and kind of say something.
I don't know. Oh, there is something coming out tomorrow that I'm excited to watch. So you ever watch Funhouse on YouTube at all?
I know them, but I don't really watch them.
You haven't?
No, I haven't. Like I know like the community, but
well, it's not really Funhouse. It's one of their ex-members, but him and someone else are doing a live stream tomorrow at 2 p.m. and I'm super excited to watch it. They are reenacting the Phantom Menace from memory. And there's only 2 of them. And then someone else is dictating it and like following along with the script, and every time they get a line incorrect, they have to drink. And they're doing the entire movie. So I think that'll be interesting to watch. I think it's a pretty good idea, but that shows how bored people are getting during quarantine.
I kind of wish I was at the point where quarantine felt different.
Does quarantine not feel different for you?
A little bit, because like for fun, I do like to go to the mall and shops and stuff. So that part's a little different, but I still feel like I'm spending the same amount of time at home, I guess, besides work. Like, obviously, I work from... But even then, it's like I'm still in that work mindset. So it's like I'm still working for 8 hours. I can't play games.
Yeah, I got you.
So
I think the only thing that saved me from going insane is my retail job. Because like now I'm like, yes, I can go to work because it gets me out of the house.
I feel it.
But it also frustrates me because the amount of people I see going into work where I work at Walmart. I've said it before, so I'm not gonna hold back. It doesn't matter. But I still see people going in there like, one, fucking not social distancing. Like, Jesus Christ, the amount of people that have come, like,
I feel so
within 2
I
feet
feel so
from
bad
2
when
feet
I'm
from
at
me.
The store, because I'm trying my best to social distance, but like those aisles don't like make up, like they don't make it easy to social distance. So I feel so bad because I know there's people going to be like, "Hey, this kid wasn't
like
social
that,
distancing," but like I get
what you're saying, but like I feel like that's different. Like, walking past someone is one thing. But like the amount, like I've had multiple customers like be like they're not wearing a mask, they're not doing anything, and they're like straight. They'll come within 2 feet from me. Like it feels like closer than you normally would to ask me a question.
There's one
like,
time
get
I was
right
at
up
Target,
on me,
and
I'm like, this is an unacceptable distance. Even
there's one
normal.
time I was at Target
like,
and
without what's
I see
going
this guy,
on.
like that works there. So he's about 10 feet from me. So I stopped walking towards him, and I started asking him a question, and then he keeps walking towards me. I'm like, oh, okay. I guess you don't care, but at least I tried to be considerate.
Yeah, I just like the amount of people I see that go in for like non-essential stuff. Like, I mean, like I get it, but now that like Walmart's one of the few things that's open, like people, it's almost like our business has gotten busier almost, like, because now that's where people are going when they're bored. And I'm like, just stay the fuck home. Like, you're the reason that this isn't getting better. And it's just like people are just like, I feel like people don't understand. Like, yeah, Kentucky hasn't had a lot of cases, but there's a reason we haven't had a lot of cases. We shut down so early. That's why we're opening up soon. We'll be one of the first ones up and running, but we won't be if people continue to blatantly ignore. I don't want to get too much into politics. And
I've been lucky to have like a little escape to get some time because like my apartment complex is usually no one out there. So like at night, I like to just ride my skateboard around the whole complex. And it's pretty nice.
I literally did not know you had a skateboard.
Yeah, I got one. Honestly, I got it. Well, I've had one since like I was like 10, but it's kind of a Bakugan one. I got one like last week.
A Bakugan
I got one last week, but I did go for essential groceries. I just kind of picked one up while I was there.
See, that's what I was gonna say earlier. It's like I get it. There's stuff that you want that you could use. That's fine. Like, just don't make the special trip out to only buy a TV.
I definitely.
Or if you do, go ahead and do your grocery shopping while you're there. Just save yourself a trip so you don't have to come back. I understand it. Like, it makes sense. Like, I know, like, especially like there's some things you want to get that you just like. But like, sure, go ahead, go get it. But at least if you're going to, go get some groceries while you're at it so you can eliminate another trip down the road.
I wanted to get a skateboard, but I definitely needed other things I needed to get to. That's the only reason I went.
Yeah, so like, dude, like, I'm not gonna say I haven't like I'm not trying to be a hypocrite. Like, I've bought things I didn't need, but when I've bought things I didn't need, I was either leaving work, going home from work, so I was already there, or I did it on my grocery trip. Like, at least try to limit the amount that you're going out. And honestly, at the very least, stay 6 feet away, at least as much as you can, because there are people who just don't, and they don't care. And the amount of people that we've had that work there that get cussed out, or we get yelled at or scowled at for trying to implement these rules.
That's so
like,
dumb.
Walmart has a rule.
Dumb.
Like, Walmart has a rule, like, no more than X amount of people, depending on your store size, is allowed to enter. Once we hit that limit, we only hit the limit once, but at that point we stopped letting people in until someone came out, and then it was filtering in like that. And like, we got cut, like, the people running the door, they got cussed out for it. Like, it's like, they didn't make the rule, they're just implementing the rule. But then again, the rule's also there for not only other people's safety,
like, bro,
but your own. And like, it's just
it's like, I make $9 an hour, bro. Quit yelling at me.
Yeah, but like, and then you can't do another rule that they have is only one person per cart. You can't shop with your significant other, your husband, your wife, whoever. Like, if me and my girlfriend were to go to shop together, they tell one of us to stay in the car. And the way people are getting around it, like, oh, well, we're not together. And then they grab 2 separate cars, but then they walk through the store at the same time. And like, it's not, and people are like, oh, well, we live together, so what's the big deal? Well, like, I get that. But if you have 2 people, that's 1 extra person in the aisle. That's 6 less feet that you have the social distance from the next person who comes down. That's 12 feet that next person has to avoid you 2 people, because now there's 2 of you, and you probably aren't standing shoulder to shoulder. Like, there's a reason we have these rules in place, and it's not for just your safety, it's for the workers' safety, and it's for everyone else's safety, and it's so we can get ahead of this and get it over with as quickly as possible.
When you came
over,
but
people ignoring
when you
these,
came over for the mic,
like,
I had
people
like the tape measure out. I was like, bro, 6 feet.
Yeah, and like, it's just, people are just being so aggressive, like, with it. Like, now, like, all Walmart workers have to wear masks, which I think it's a good thing. Like, and now we have people working that, like, are upset about it. I'm like, if you don't want to wear the mask, then just don't come to work. Like, I don't know what you want me to, like, the mask doesn't just prevent you from getting it, it prevents you from possibly spreading it. Because just because you don't get the virus doesn't mean you can't contract the virus. Do you know what I mean? Like, I've more than likely probably already been exposed to it because I work retail. That doesn't mean I'll get it. But even if I don't get it, I can still carry it if I've been exposed to someone and pass it to someone else. So, it's like, I mean, just basic things like hand sanitizer and, like, just do it. But then also, like, there's just so much I want to complain about
people
this,
definitely
like,
come to podcasts to escape from the real world.
Yeah, just like, well, I'm going to say my piece one more time,
right,
just because, like, I don't understand. So when this whole thing started, when people started panic buying, like the stupid people, like a month and a half ago when people were panic buying over this, we ran out of soap in hours, and hand sanitizer in hours, and toilet paper in hours. Like, that I don't understand. When I moved into the apartment I have now, my lease is a 12-month lease. My lease is up this month. When we moved in, we went to Costco, and I bought the biggest pack of toilet paper. I haven't bought toilet paper since, and I still have 12 rolls left. If I can make one of the largest packs of toilet paper last for over 12 months, a 12-pack that you can buy at Walmart will last you at least 2 weeks.
I think since
you know what I mean? But like, we ran out of soap. Were people not buying soap beforehand? Like, were people already just not washing their hands regularly? That's what I don't understand. Just basic hygiene products we ran out of totally. We couldn't keep it on the shelves. Like, people were stockpiling, like, hand soap. Who doesn't keep hand soap in their house?
It's more of like an apocalypse thing. They want like 30.
Yeah, it doesn't make any... Like, I get hand sanitizer rising, because some people just don't use hand sanitizer throughout the day. Because, 3 months ago, it just wasn't something that everyone used. You didn't
really need to.
It wasn't weird if you didn't use hand sanitizer. So, like, that spiking makes sense to me. But then again, we'd also have people coming in and buying, 16 of the big jugs of it. I've bought 1 jug, and it's a third full, and it's probably about a fourth empty, and I bought it 3 months ago when this whole thing started. So, like, you don't need all of that hand sanitizer. That's just people, and it's taking away from people who could use it, because the people buying it in bulk aren't older people. They're typically middle-aged people who don't need it, and it's just super then the amount of food that went to waste too, because we went out of, like, bread and eggs extremely quick, and the amount of bread and eggs that I saw in my apartment dumpster, about 2 weeks after the panic buying started, was ridiculous because you can't eat it that fast. So why panic buy it? It's just people are just when things like this happen, people just lose all rationality, or at least some people do.
So
but
dumb.
It's ridiculous. But we didn't come here to talk about that.
I finally watched
Speak my piece.
Blade Runner. It's
the original Blade Runner. How is that?
Such a
I've
such
seen
a
it.
Me movie, man. I don't know why I haven't seen it. Like that. That
that's
is
what
sci-fi.
I was thinking. It strikes you as a movie. Strike me as a movie that you would enjoy.
It's such a Me movie. It's so
like
good.
when you said that kind of shocked me that you hadn't seen it. Did you watch 24? Is it 20?
Yeah, I have it staring at me right now.
Did you watch
I think
yet?
I'm gonna watch it tonight or tomorrow. I think
it's pretty good. Even Jared Leto, I like Jared Leto as an actor.
I heard no
most
Jared
part.
Leto hate from people until like Suicide Squad, and everyone's like, "Damn, that Jared Leto guy, he's in this movie."
Yeah, the only problems I have with Jared Leto, he seems to be a really bad person.
Oh yeah,
to work
I've
with.
definitely heard that. Which is weird because he played
I've
Jesus.
heard that on multiple accounts. That he did play Jesus.
Did you hear that he has
really
like a
good in
cult
Mr.
or
Nobody.
something now?
Jared. Speaking of that and the whole COVID-19 thing, Jared Leto. I mean, this was like I think 3 weeks ago or something, but he was on like a self-discovery trip, like in the mountains or whatever, with like one other person. But he didn't have a cell phone on him or anything, and then he got back and like he was like, "What the hell is going on?" Like people had to explain to him, like, because he came back after quarantine had started, but like just after it had started, but he didn't know. So he was really confused.
Yeah, he has like I read some article or something. I saw a lot of like things online about he was on a trip or something. He had some like cult, like quote unquote cult, but just like a lot of people like following him, like actually not like you know what I mean by following.
Yeah. I got
and
what you
just
meant.
bro, has no one seen Far Cry 5? Like I swear to God, he looks like Joseph Seed too. That's what made everything like so weird about the whole scenario.
Yeah. I'm trying to look and see what else I've watched because I know I've binged some shit.
I watched Birds of
Since I've
Prey
been
again.
on.
Still a great movie.
No, it's not.
Also, follow me on Letterboxd. I think it's just Porkchop 118. I've been
Ooh.
trying to fix my lists.
Tiger King.
Oh God.
Did you watch Tiger
I
King?
watched a couple episodes with Noah.
Dude, it is the craziest fucking story
I don't think it's that
I have
crazy,
ever heard.
though.
Dude, what do you mean you don't think it's that crazy? This gay redneck from Florida has 2 husbands, neither of which are gay, only married him because he had kick-ass drugs, and they have a shit ton of tigers and alligators in a whole zoo, and then he allegedly puts a hit out on a woman who doesn't think he should have tigers, but she also has tigers and stuff, but she also 100% definitely killed her husband. Like, it's the craziest, like, it sounds so made up, but it's all true. And now Nicki Minaj, is it Nicki Minaj or Cardi B? I think it's Cardi B, actually. Cardi B is trying to get Joe Exotic out of prison, and Trump has considering pardoning him and getting him out of prison and stuff. But now the Carol Baskin murder for her husband the case has been reopened. Like, I'm telling, dude, it's nuts. It's crazy.
I don't know. It's just one of those. I didn't want to watch it during like the whole hype because I'm gonna look at it weird. I'm just tired of like these things that just blow up out of nowhere. Because I even try to look at them through an open mind when I watch them. Like Bird Box, that was a bad movie, and everyone wanted to say that was amazing.
Bird Box was amazing. What do you mean? Bird Box was so
fucking
fucking good.
Awful, bro. That was a bad movie.
No, it
Bird
wasn't.
Box was so
Bird Box
dumb.
Was great.
And I'm gonna get killed for that,
Bird
but it
Box
was dumb, dude.
No, Bird Box was great. Is there anything? Okay. Is there anything on your list that you want to watch? That you're planning on watching during quarantine, depending on how long we'll be in it?
I don't know, really. Like, there's definitely some classic movies I want to keep watching. Some more like keep catching up with 2020 movies and 2019 movies. But I can't really think of like a series or anything I'm trying to start. I kind of want to watch The Witcher again, but I probably won't. I've just been playing a lot of more games than usual.
Yeah, I'm like I said, I want to start Ozark or get into Ozark. It seems pretty good, so I'm excited to start that. Midnight Gospel. Have you heard of that? It's the animated. Where is it? It's an animated. They're like half-hour episodes. It's made by the same creators that made Adventure Time, but it's TVMA. It just premiered like the other day on Netflix.
Oh.
It's only got like 8 episodes. It's supposed to be really good. I'll probably binge that. I could binge that one day.
Noah was watching that.
It's supposed to be really good. It looks
Speaking
interesting.
of Noah, he sent me a thing today, some news he wanted us to talk about on the podcast.
Why isn't he in this? He could hop on Discord with us.
I guess he could have, but I think he's playing VR.
Dude, I can't wait for quarantine to be over so I can come over and play VR.
It's so fun.
I really want to come play VR, but I'm trying to social distance.
All right, so this is the news he sent me from r/movies on Reddit.
I love r/movies, so I might have seen it, but I'm
Florence Pugh, Shia LaBeouf, and Chris Pine to star in Olivia Wilde's film "Don't Worry, Darling," a psychological thriller set in an isolated utopian community in the 1950s California desert. So, okay, I mean...
Wait, what?
Shia LaBeouf's doing something again. That's cool.
Have you seen Peanut Butter Falcon?
I was going to bring that up. It's something I want to watch.
Yeah, I want to see that. That was supposed to be pretty good.
Yeah, he did that last year. But, like, other than that, I haven't seen him be in anything, like, not necessarily high budget, but just kind of, like, high profile. Something that pops up, I guess.
That one was supposed to be really good.
I want to see it. It's been on my wish list on Vudu for a while.
Let me see. I'm just going to browse through r/movies, see if there's anything that we've missed.
Yeah, I guess some of the big news we can talk about is a lot of this movie, like theater at home stuff.
This isn't really a movie thing, but Jerry Seinfeld has a Netflix special coming out. Did you see that?
I don't follow comedy.
It's his first comedy. What's his first comedy special in 23 years? So that could be interesting. Oh, that's what I watched. It feels so long because like I know I've watched stuff, but like we've been on quarantine. Next week is week 6 for us for working from home. I also watched the assassination of Gianni Versace. Whatever. That one was okay. But Tom Segura and Bert Kreischer both put out, and Chris D'Elia, all 3 of them put out Netflix specials, comedy specials, and they're just so good. They're hysterical.
That's
telling
dope.
you. Tom Segura is the #1 comedian out there. Bert Kreischer is closely behind him. Chris D'Elia is just pretty good too.
So, some news that I kind of want to get your take on is Wonder Woman 84. That got pushed back to like August or something. And I kind of want to talk to you about like the discourse around it and what's going on. A lot of people have movies that are finished, but the directors are like, no, I absolutely do not want this to go straight to streaming. They want that theater experience. What's your take on that?
I mean, it gets it. Some movies are made for theaters. Some movies definitely, but like also some of that feels like you profit more from theater. So I feel like it's not just the theater experience.
I know a lot of like
motivating.
I know
that.
Studios can say,
like,
but,
I mean,
a
like,
lot of directors are coming out like, I made my movie for the big screen.
But like, I get it. Some movies would look better in theater. I think Wonder Woman, you could probably justifiably say it's a theater movie. Not saying it doesn't look incredible watching from home, but you know, there are some movies that people be like, oh, I can, you know what I mean? Like some movies are like, oh, I can wait until that comes out on DVD. Like I'll watch it at home. But there's some movies that people like
the blockbusters.
You really want to see it in theaters, like a Marvel movie. Like I could wait to see it.
We would have We
at
would have
home,
seen
and
Black
it's still
Widow by now.
amazing. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But those are going to be some of the movies you just want to experience it in a theater. So I mean, I think you can justifiably say that some movies would be better for theater, especially your big action movies.
I'm torn.
I think you can say it, but like I get what you mean.
I-
But like if you're also making movies strictly from home or strictly made for home, which no one's making movies to be for home, but you do lose a considerable portion of your profits.
I disagree because
it's not just ticket sales. Like you get each theaters pay to play that.
Yeah, true. I guess.
So if no theaters like literally not a single theater is paying, there's a huge chunk of your profit.
But also like your like ticket sales and stuff. Like if just one person's going to see it, that's like depending on where you are, average like $7 to go see a movie. Whereas if I want to buy and watch Wonder Woman, that's almost $30 right there. So I mean,
yeah, but the logic behind that is a family of 5. If they go to the movie theaters, non-matinee, you spend minimum $50.
True.
If you all huddle up and watch it at home on your couch,
a lot of people do that
you save
anymore.
$20.
I've been in a
I've
been in a big family, and we've only went to the theater as a group maybe like 8 times in my entire life, because like most families nowadays just wait for the DVD at that point.
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying, but like at some point, if you get, I mean, it's usually going for $20-$30. If you go premiere night at nighttime, $15 a pop, that's $30. That's just 2 tickets. So most people aren't going to pay to watch a movie by themselves, even if it is from home. So you probably already got minimum 2 people watching it. So they've basically already made their profit, or you've already saved your money there. So if any more than 2 people watch it, they essentially get to watch it for free, or you're getting it at a discounted rate. So like you're still losing profit that way. But then again, also streaming services, some of the movie goes to the streaming services, but you could also say that for movie theaters. Some of the movie goes to movie theaters, but movie theaters don't really profit off of ticket sales. They mostly profit off of concessions and AdSense. So they lose also. So like if it goes on Vudu, you rent it on Vudu for $30, a brand new movie. A portion that's going to go to Vudu. And you've already lost a good portion of sales. But also, if it goes straight to home, some people go and watch the movie 2-3 times. Not often, but you get a couple people who paid to see a movie a couple times. You don't. If you can go ahead and buy it from home, you can watch as much as you want. Nothing stops you from copying it. Nothing stops you from screen sharing it. The odds of piracy go up way more. People paying for piracy is going to go up a little more because some people pay small amounts for a good pirate. You're more likely to get a good pirate if you can stream it straight from your home monitor than you are if you're going to take a video of it in a movie theater. So as soon as it goes to home, you can pirate it easier.
The thing is, like,
less people are going to buy it, so like it makes pirating more easy. So then you're still losing profit that way.
I see both sides.
You lose a lot of profit. You lose a lot of profit when you stream from home.
I see both sides. It's just like I'm torn, like especially like not even like the business side of it. If like you ignore that, just I made this for theaters. I don't want it streaming. I definitely see it. Like I know most filmmakers dream of like getting their movies on the big screen. I get that. I know most Netflix, like people that direct stuff for Netflix, I know they at least are a little upset they can't get their stuff on like theaters. Like I definitely get it.
We'll see.
It's
I don't know.
The point.
Now, when you bring in that point, we've had some incredible movies drop on Netflix.
Oh, that's not what I mean.
That would be great. No, I know what I'm saying, but like they would be amazing in theaters, but they still kill it just from Netflix releases.
I'm mostly talking about
Speaking of which,
you're a director,
also,
just like me, like doing music. I don't know how I'm gonna equate this. Like I would want my stuff playing through like speakers, like in a like concert kind of thing, be on stage doing that thing. So I get kind of like directors wanting their vision on a cinema screen. So like I know even a lot of Netflix like directors are probably a little upset, like, man, I can't get it. The movie still kills.
I don't know. I think
but it's like that you just that I don't know. For like most directors,
I don't think Netflix
getting in a theater is like you made it kind of thing.
What the hell? Post he's streaming right now. What's he streaming about? Oh, I forgot he was doing a reveal today. Post Malone's supposed to be announcing his new album.
Damn, looks like you're about to get off the pod.
No, I just want to see what's he streaming on. Doesn't look like he's streaming online. I don't know.
My piece then.
I don't know. If I was a director, and I got offered a Netflix movie, I don't know. I'd be pretty thrilled.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, just the word director got me on this. It's not really related to what we were saying. But I do have a movie recommendation that I think would be a good one.
What?
Someone recommended it to me a while ago when we did The Shining.
Mm-hmm.
We did The Shining and Doctor Sleep in the same episode, but we were talking about Stanley Kubrick's The Shining. Yeah. Why don't we? The request is Stanley Kubrick's arguably one of his best films and one of his most low budget films. Clockwork Orange, highly requested. Have you seen Clockwork Orange?
No, I know it's very elusive, especially if you're a pop collector. That movie kind of will strike out too.
The Clockwork Orange pop is like thousands of dollars.
That chase is the most expensive, like pop of all time.
I'm gonna pull it up. How much that one?
It was at one point. It was like 12,000. I saw.
I'm sure it's more than that now. I just packed up all my pops, actually.
Dang. It's crazy for you.
Yeah, it is.
My thing real quick for the Wonder Woman thing is like I get you kind of want your thing to be on screen. Like I definitely get like I said, I'd want my music to I'd want to perform it on stage one day. So like I get it, but at the same time it just seems a little not like fucked up or anything, just a little kind of like a little sucky, because like there's a lot of us that this is the world we live in right now, and a lot of people are kind of making concessions to release a lot of their movies. Like Scoob's just gonna come out, a lot of movies that already just come out on streaming, and like I don't know, I know this isn't a perfect world, so like I'm not like upset because I know there's a lot of things that go into it. It just sucks a little bit, especially like pigeonholing it like, no, I don't want it released because I want it on theaters. It just sucks a little bit. Like, not mad about it. It's just like there's a lot of things going on. I think it would be nice to have that movie to kind of watch and kind of like while people are staying inside and everything.
Yeah.
So for business reasons, I understand it, but just that attitude of I don't want to do it because it's not what I want sucks a little. As much as I understand it, it still does kind of suck, especially with everything people are going through right now.
Holy shit.
What?
The Clockwork Orange Glow Chase has a it's Funko, what's it called?
Like Pop Price Guide?
Yeah, Pop Price Guide value. The Glow Chase Pop Price Guide value is $13,300.
Crazy.
Yeah, that's pretty nuts. I wonder what's my collection at right now, because I've got a couple.
Do we have any more like news things to talk about, or any movies you kind of want to discuss?
Not really. Ooh, my collection's at 2,300 right now.
Dang, it's not bad. I don't want to look at mine.
It
right
just
now.
jumped. It just jumped up because I just bought the Jim Halpert the 3-hole punch, the Funko Shop exclusive one that I've been looking for.
You finally got
forever. I bought it off a friend. I haven't picked it up from her yet. It's going for $70 right now. I gave her $50 for it. It's a pretty.
Yeah, that's awesome.
But now that means I have every single Office one that is out and available for sale right now. It's my only complete collection is the Office one.
That's legit. Oh, I wanted to talk about just real quick. For some reason, I just wanted to talk about this movie. I watched Easy A. Good movie.
Why? I mean, it's a good movie. Like, it's a funny movie, but like, it's
Amazon,
not a movie that really sticks out to
Amazon
someone.
Prime keeps posting about it on Twitter, and I was like, I kind of remember this movie from my youth, and for some reason, I just wanted to watch it. I really like Emma Stone, so I was like, all right. I'll just watch it again. And it's pretty good. I like that movie a lot.
Yeah, the Amazon Prime actually has a lot of good shit to stream. I just forget to look on.
They don't even. The thing is they keep posting about it, but it's not even available on Amazon Prime. You have to rent it. So I just rented it from Vudu, and watched it.
And we're back from the break. While we were on that break, I hopped into Posty's stream. Just real quick, he's streaming on YouTube right now. This will be far from over before anyone hears it, but it's actually pretty neat. He's doing a COVID-19 solidarity response fund for the World Health Organization, and 100% of the donations are going to a non-profit UN foundation, which is pretty neat.
That's cool.
There's almost 200,000, just under 200,000 people are watching right now, and people are donating constantly, which is pretty. And he announced while in between songs, he's playing Nirvana songs right now, with like 3 other people, like they're doing a full band.
Dang.
He said he's working on an album. He's really excited for the album, and he's gonna get it out as soon as possible, which is pretty cool. Also, what I saw, we have a name for Venom 2.
Yeah. Ooh, I'm so excited for this. Let me say it.
It's called Venom 2. No, okay, go ahead.
All right. So there's a little bit of lead up to this, right? So we're all like, hey, what's it going to be? And everyone's kind of teasing it. And then out of nowhere, they didn't announce it first. There was a headline that said they were talking about how they moved. I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to say this. They moved back Venom Let There Be Carnage to October 1st. And everyone's just like, what? That's the name? And then they did their official post where they like showed the name, like the graphic and everything. It was really weird.
Yeah.
Like they announced the news first, but they had the name on the news instead of just announcing the name. It was weird, but I'm so excited for it. And I'm tired of people being like, yeah, but you had Maximum Carnage right there and you didn't use it. Like, shut up.
I don't know. Maximum Carnage sounds pretty good.
It's too close to all the like Carnage events that are happening right now. Like Maximum Carnage is happening in the Disney XD show right now. Absolute
Maximum
Carnage
actually looks really good.
Mm-hmm. Absolute Carnage, I think, just happened in the Donny Cates run. I think that's kind of what happened. And Venom, I don't know. I think it's better to just be Let There Be Carnage. I feel like, yeah, I like it. It's a really good title.
All right. Do you want to spend the last little bit we've got going over The Gentleman?
Yeah, that's our main topic. I feel like I had one more thing to say, but I forgot.
Oh,
but
do you remember what it was?
No, I really don't. All right, let's talk about a movie we should have talked about like 3 months ago, The Gentleman. I told you guys to watch it. One of the best movies I've ever seen.
I told you. Remember when I went and watched it? I went by myself. I went with my friend Adam. And by the way, Adam wants to be on the podcast too. He was on my one with Cameron.
Yeah, we'd have him on as a guest since we can't have Sam for a little bit.
Just FYI. Actually, yeah, we could do a Discord one with him. He's got a mic and everything.
Sweet.
We'll see. I'm playing Dungeons and Dragons with him and my brother tomorrow, and a couple other people.
I really want to play D&D.
Dude, we could do a Dungeons and Dragons podcast.
Dude, that'd be cool.
Dude, I'm telling you, that would be pretty lit. Something to think about.
Sure. The Gentleman, I always wanted to see it, but I swear to God, man, the trailers looked all right, but
I told you, the trailers do not do it justice.
Yeah, 100%. It makes it look out to be a joke. And it's not. It's one of the coolest looking movies I've ever seen. It's one of my favorite movies.
I'm telling you, that movie was nuts.
Just from like the beginning scene and like the beginning credit splash. It's so good.
No, it was crazy.
And how it subverts your expectation. We're gonna spoil The Gentleman. We're just gonna go ahead and spoil it. It's been out for 3 months.
It's been out since February. Yeah. So
we're just gonna go.
Or was it January?
I think it came out in January. So yeah, we're not gonna do a spoiler-free section.
It's my number.
Everything about The Gentleman's gonna be spoilers. So go on ahead.
Yeah, it's my number one movie of 2020 so
Dude,
far.
Yeah, me too. It's one of my favorite movies in general right now. I heavily enjoyed it when I watched it.
No, it was great.
The way they weave things into the narrative and the way...
The narrative, I've never seen a movie narrated the way it was. And it's such a good idea.
No, because it starts out he's like, it starts out fucking Matthew McConaughey just gets shot, and you're like, bruh.
We don't know it's Matthew McConaughey that gets shot.
But
you can
it's
assume
heavily
it.
insinuated.
Well, no, it's not because that's not what happens.
Okay, well, it's not
Remember?
what happens, but it's like
that's what you're led to believe.
Yes, that's what happens. You're led to believe that Matthew McConaughey gets shot, and you're like, what? And then it does that really cool credit sprawl, and then for a while you're not really sure how the movie's playing out because most of it is like he's lecturing, just telling him a story. Fletcher's just telling this entire story, and then sometimes it weaves in. It's weird because sometimes he starts telling the story and then Ray will be in the story. So you're telling him things that obviously has already happened because he was there. Like he's there in the story.
No, it's the twists and turns in this movie were nuts. It was so good. I think this is one of Matthew McConaughey's best roles.
Oh, 100%.
I think he killed it in this
He did really good in this because he seemed kind of just chill. And then, like, whenever he gets fucked with, it's so good. Like, where he just, like... Even that one time where it was fake, where he didn't actually lash out on dry eye, it was still really awesome and really well acted, even if it didn't happen narratively.
Man. No, that movie was good.
I think...
it was really good. I watched it again the other day.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah, I made Blair watch it.
What'd she think of it?
I mean, she was like, okay. She was like, it's okay.
Bruh.
She's not a big movie person. But I'm a big film. As most, if anyone's listening to this knows, I'm a huge film guy. Love film, as are you. But man, that movie was nuts. It was extremely well put together. The ending. Can we talk about the ending?
Yeah, no, everything's on the table. All cards are on the table.
The ending, the absolute ending was so it's set up where, we find out later the story is being told as a movie pitch. So at the very end, he's like, wait, at the very end of the movie, we don't know if he got shot or we don't know what happened. And he's like, what happened? We gotta know. And he's like, no, you don't need to know. What you need is a sequel. And then, that's how he ends his pitch.
Dude, it was hella weird because incredible. The Miramax logo was on the back, and that's who made this movie. And then there's a poster for the Man from U.N.C.L.E. So I was like, did none of this movie fucking happen? But it did
I know.
happen.
I was super confused too, but it did. Yeah, and it was it was good.
It was just Fletcher really likes his movies and his storytelling and stuff, so he tried to turn it into a script as well.
Yeah, no.
And then you see he starts to get into the cab, and then Ray's there, and then really fun.
Dude, I'm telling you, that was such a good. If you haven't watched it, watch that movie.
I really love the character of Coach. I forgot if they say his name or not, but how he comes in, he's like, "Hey, that was their fault, but blame me. I didn't mean to. I'll give you everything." And then Ray's like, "All right, you can do some stuff for me." He's like, no, he says something. He's like, all right, find out who stole the supply. And he's like, man, I'll do you one better. And he's already got the dude in his trunk. And then they just immediately, there's no hesitation. They immediately start acting cool with each other. I thought that was really cool. The thing that's funny is that scene, the fuck scene was in the trailer. And it was a decent,
The fuck?
Yeah. It was a decent scene, in the trailer. It was a little funny, but, it's one of the parts of the movie that made it seem like a comedy in the trailer, but in the scene in the movie the scene's so much better. All the trailer scenes are so much better in the movie because you have the dark context with it. It doesn't look like a comedy like the trailer makes it out to be. It's funny, but it's a serious movie as well. Shit hits the fan in that movie.
Yeah, it's man, I've watched it twice, and I've had months to weigh on it, and I still have no words for it. It's just it is such a well constructed movie.
Yeah, it's hard trying to figure out what to talk about it, even with an extra person here talking to me about it, because I can't pinpoint what was so good about it. There's a lot of music in the movie that makes it really cool. There's a lot of I thought that beginning credits crawl was awesome. There's sometimes you always take them for granted, right? Like the end credits and like the begin credits where like they have like little cinematics and stuff. They get taken for credit so much, but I think the ones in this movie were awesome, especially right after that cold open of him getting shot. Like
the cold open was really good.
Yeah.
Cold open is hard to pull off in a movie, I feel like.
Yeah, because immediately you're just left. You're like, oh shit, like
You're super confused.
yeah. And then for a while they don't explain if it happened because he starts telling a story, and you're like, oh, is this in the past or something? But then they never say.
Yeah.
Then they never say, oh, Mickey died. So it's like, oh, okay, I guess he didn't. And then when they finally get back to that scene, you're kind of expecting him to not get shot, but it's still cool to see how that plays out.
Yeah, no, it was really good. Yeah, cold opens, like you get cold opens a lot in TV shows. Like The Office is mostly cold opens.
Mm-hmm.
Most of the ones are cold opens. Same way with Parks and Rec. Like sitcoms do cold opens. I've never seen a serious movie do a cold open like that, and like it fully worked. It was really weird, but like it worked.
I'm
really
sure there
well.
has been some, but like not to this like level that we've seen. I guess.
But not to that success.
Yeah, the cold opens are one of the things where like I want to see more, but then at that point, will they be special? Like when they do happen?
That's true.
Because like this one felt so special, just seeing that cold open at the beginning. Because
good though.
I was expecting
really
some
good.
big monologue of like, "Hi, I'm Matthew McConaughey. This is my marijuana business." But no, he's like, "Oh, we get shot." Like, oh, okay. Man just wanted to pickle, but whatever, pickled egg.
Yeah. Man, I just can't get over how good that movie was. It was really good. I want to watch it again.
I kind of want to watch it again. I might
I
get
want
it.
to watch Parasite again too.
Didn't you already watch Parasite again?
It did. I want to watch it a third time.
I might watch it.
Actually, no, a
because-
fourth time.
I might
I
watch
watched
it
it
again
3
because I think Ryan wants to
See
see
it?
it, so I'll probably watch it again with her, and I'll probably watch The Gentleman with her.
Do it. Make her watch it. This is so good.
All the cast in that movie is just fantastic. Even people you think are gonna be like to the side, like
No, the cast is really
like
well
Matthew
done.
McConaughey's in character wife. I didn't think she'd be bad. It's just kind of like for a while she wasn't doing much, and then when you actually see her in her element, she's like confident and snippy, and like she's not just a normal like mob wife. Like she's in it too. Like she gets like this is the scenario. She's not trying to get him out of the game, kind of thing. I thought that it was handled really well. I think, and like she actually like when she gets almost kidnapped, like confronted, like she's actually badass about it, and she's fucking like taking control of the situation. And then when Matthew McConaughey like comes in right as Dry Eyes like about to kill her or whatever,
He's not about to kill her.
I was about to say or whatever he was gonna do.
Yeah.
But
I mean, you can say it. It's part of the movie. He was basically okay. So Dry Eyes was in there. He was pissed off. He was trying to make a point. He thought Matthew McConaughey was dead because he wasn't supposed to get out of that.
yeah,
and basically he was there to sexually assault his wife.
Mm-hmm.
And then Matthew McConaughey's character shows up
as soon
at the
as
very end,
no,
right before anything can happen, and beats the absolute shit out of Dry Eyes.
No,
and it is the coolest thing ever.
the good thing, the thing I liked about it is like Dry Eyes doing whatever he's doing, like whatever he was trying to do, and all of a sudden you see her face. It goes from being really scared to just going like, "Hi, babe," and then it like, scrolls over to like Matthew McConaughey in the door.
Yeah, she was like terrified because she
Yeah.
was like, obviously she thought she was about to get assaulted.
Yeah.
And other things. And then Matthew McConaughey walks in and she was like, "Oh well, you done fucked up."
Yeah, Matthew
and,
McConaughey
just
looks so fucking
his act.
pissed.
I was like, hit the acting because he put off in that scene alone. She put off true fear and then true surprise. And then scared for the other dude because she knew her husband. And then like Matthew McConaughey played hatred so well.
Dude, that scene of him like getting in a car crash and just running out because he needs to get to his wife.
Because he knows what's going to happen to he knows Dry Eyes is there and he knows Dry Eyes is going to hurt his wife. But he also didn't know the full extent of what was going on. But like he plays that scene so well.
And as soon as he walks,
it's a really
into,
good
like,
scene.
As soon as he walks in the doorway, you see Dry Eye just get fucking like his face is like, oh
his
shit.
face goes white. He goes white, and I'm like, oh shit, it's about to go down.
I think he just shoots him. I think Matthew McConaughey just kind of shoots him. but it is.
Oh, that's
badass.
right. That's right. Because he shoots him, but he shoots him. He empties his gun into him. He puts like 6 shots in the kid's back. Oh man, that movie's just so good. It's just really well written.
And then I like the scene a lot where he goes into Lord George's kind of place, and he starts talking to him, and he was like, "Oh, what are you watching?" He's like, "I was watching the telly." What are you watching on the telly? Horse race from China. He's like, "It's my only vice." And like Matthew McConaughey is like,
Ooh.
"No, it's not your only vice because you sell like heroin and stuff." And he was like, well, I mean, it doesn't really do much." He's like, "Well, actually," he's like, "I don't really participate in it." He's like, "Well, I do weed. Weed doesn't kill people. Heroin, cocaine kills people. So yes, you are participating in it." And he's like, "I'm not here to like lecture you about ethics." And he's like, "Why the fuck are you here?" And he starts like, he goes from calm
Because they tried to buy his business.
Yeah.
Well, they tried to buy his business behind his back.
Well, like I tried to buy the business, but his base got raided. So that's what he was going to talk to Lord George about. He's like,
right.
Eventually, like he starts getting like really pissed off, and like he had planted he had spiked his teeth, so he starts throwing up. So Matthew McConaughey flips the table and he pulls the gun out.
Dude, that scene was badass too.
So like every time he gets pissed off, it's just great because I like when you have a like badass main character, but they're rarely badass.
Yeah.
What I mean by that is like,
I know what you mean.
yeah, like
They don't flip, but when they do flip, it's really well done.
Exactly. Not like a main character where like they barely do anything.
Where their whole character, like not like Kylo Ren's character, because Kylo Ren is always fucking pissed.
Mm.
Is that what you mean? Like a character who's
mean,
usually
like,
well composed,
yeah,
and then they snap. But when they snap, it's still done really well.
Yeah, that it's so good. Because what was I gonna say? Because there are characters that are like very wimpy, and then a couple times they're badass. Like no, I mean the characters that are always badass, but they're always calm and collected until they need to be. It's just, most of the time when you pull it off well, it's just dope. And I think Matthew McConaughey really nailed it.
Yeah,
so I was also watching Wolf of Wall Street again. I think that small
Wolf
role,
of Wall Street's incredible.
One of the best movies in my opinion. I really enjoy that movie. I watched that again and really solidified that. Matthew McConaughey for a small role did pretty good in that too. So I think I'm just becoming a big fan of his because he does like some really him and Christian Bale feel like do some like crazy stuff and like act pretty well. I think Christian Bale takes it like a little step higher than Matthew McConaughey does, but Christian Bale's an insane actor. He does some like insane things for a role. Wasn't it Vice? Wasn't that the movie where he was like Dick Cheney or something? He got like really fat and it was like you could barely tell it was Christian Bale. I might be getting my facts wrong, but I know it was one movie.
Yeah, it was Vice because he was playing. Yeah. I saw something the other day. It was a breakdown of all of Christian Bale's. I think he's lost/gained a total of just under 200 pounds for film and roles specifically. He's gotten as light as, I believe, 109 pounds for The Machinist and as heavy as 240, I believe, for the for Vice.
That's crazy. He's killing himself. So
he's definitely a method actor.
Is that all you want to say about The Gentleman?
Yeah, I think we covered it.
All right, if we're ending it, I have one thing. We asked on Twitter. Well, I asked. I asked just what people would want to see from a quarantine episode, like things we could do, things we could talk about, whatever. And one of my good friends, Chad Michaelinis, said it's probably something we should have prepared for, so it's not like we could actually do what he wanted to, and we probably won't even have an answer. But I'll at least read the question. He said, "I was like, what would you want to see from us from a quarantine episode?" And he said, "Most interesting thing you can construct/invent using common household items." I don't know if you have anything. I definitely don't, but
not on the top of my head, but it gives me something to think about for our next episode.
All right, yeah, we'll get back to you next episode. I will tweet out again for next week, and we'll see if we can come up with something.
Sounds good. So are we gonna So I guess when you get this audio file and you see if it breaks down, if it works, do you want to keep doing this every week?
Yeah, I'm down for it. Get back into some consistency.
Consistencies? Brent, that's not very social distancing of you. Yeah, we could do more episodes. Let's just do 8 hours while we're at work. Just turn the mics on and just do live podcast. Just talk all day.
That's a bad idea, but it could be fun. We're not
Yeah,
gonna
you're right.
do
That's
it,
a bad.
but it could
That's
be
a
fun.
bad idea. I don't know. We could maybe put out some more stuff because I know you're bored. I'm bored. We could do short half-hour episodes to try to get our episodes back up there or something. We'll see.
Yeah, I definitely want to
don't
do
know.
more content. Like, it sucks because I've had 3 podcasts lined up, and now would be the perfect time for me to do 3 podcasts in a week. And now, like, this is the only one I can do right now.
Yeah. Well, you and me can just pump out 3 weeks.
I'm down.
We can get guests on Discord. I've got like 4 people. Like, I've got a couple people who want to come on it. My friend Kay wants to come on it. Adam wants to come on it.
I'll be down. We can pump out either small ones, or we could just get a bunch of like episodes saved up.
All right, cool. We can do that. Sounds good. We'll talk about it.
Yeah. Thanks for watching, everybody. Appreciate you coming out. Do you want to do the outro?
Sure. Do we have an outro?
Not really. Just kind of wrap things up.
Oh no. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, well, I guess we'll see y'all next week. Stay safe. Social distance. Practice all that stuff. Don't go out if you don't have to. Please. Essential only. You know. Just so that we can be done with this soon. The sooner the better.
Amen.
But Brent, I'll see you when I see you. I guess because I'm not even seeing you now. But
yeah, I won't see you.
Thanks.
I'll hear from you.
Thanks for listening.
Bye. That's a wrap.
That's a wrap. I forgot what our outro was. That's right. Do you have the things? I forgot they're in your apartment.
No, I don't have the clackers on me, but I can do something.
I don't have clackers near me. I don't have anything to do.
I got something. It'll just be a little more metal.
That's okay. That's the only way to. That's a wrap.
That's a wrap.
Oh, that was rough.
Yeah, that was rough.
See y'all next week.
All right, bye.
Clap sync.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. That was off, but
it's fine.
You'll figure it out.
Yeah, it's just the ending. It's fine.
All right, can I hit pause now or stop or whatever?
Yeah, stop it. Stop